Hello Whovians, hope you're having a good week so far. Well, it's time to look at the second adventure of the Ninth Doctor with The End of the World. So, here we go. The Ninth Doctor takes Rose 5 billion years into her future. They land at Platform 1, a space station in orbit around Earth. They've arrived in time for a party celebrating the final destruction of the long-abandoned Earth by the expansion of the Sun. The Doctor uses his psychic paper to pass their invitation to the party, and he and Rose find many elite aliens being there. They guess to Lady Cassandra, billed as the last human, but actually a face and a large piece of skin that must be continually moisturized. Ugh. Also present is the face of Bo. Meanwhile, the gifts brought by the Adrahans of the repeated meme contain robotic spiders that mainly work at disabling functions on Platform 1. The steward of Platform 1 recognizes something is wrong, but is killed when the spiders lower the solar filter of his room and expose him to the powerful solar radiation. Ooh. After Rose insults Cassandra, the adherents follow her and knock her unconscious. She regains consciousness in an observation room where the solar filter drops. The Doctor gets the filter back up, but cannot get her out. Well, that sucks. The Doctor determines that the Adrahans are responsible for the sabotage. However, they are robots commanded by Lady Cassandra. Cassandra admits to being the saboteur. Her plan was to create a hostage situation with herself as one of the victims, and profit from the compensation she would have gotten, but now intends to profit from the other guests' deaths, expecting her stock holdings in their companies to increase in value after they die. Cassandra teleports off the station as the spiders bring down the shielding on the entire station. The Doctor of the sentient tree, Jabe, travels to the bowels of Platform 1 to restore the automated shields, but requires one of them to travel through several spinning fans. Jabe sacrifices herself to hold down a switch to slow down the fan blades. Aww. This allows the Doctor to reactivate the system just before the expanding sun hits the station and destroys Earth. The Doctor reverses Cassandra's teleport and brings her back onto the station. In the elevated temperature and without moisture, Cassandra's body rapidly desiccates and ruptures. Yuck. Rose, now free of the observation room, looks at the debris of the Earth and laments that she is effectively the last human being. The Doctor explains that he is the last of the Time Lords, and that his planet was destroyed in the wake of a great war. Yeah, we'll get into whether or not that actually happened when we talk about the 50th anniversary, but yeah. Anywho, so now let's move on to the production of this episode. The End of the World was conceived as a deliberately expensive spectacle to show off how much the new Doctor Who could do. Platform 1 was designed to be like a, quote, hotel for the most poshest, richest, and influential aliens in the universe. Xavier stated that Cassandra was inspired by drastic beauty treatments that had been taken by female celebrities. One function of the episode is to reveal that the Doctor is the last of his people. Again, we'll talk a little bit more about whether or not that's true when we get to the 50th anniversary episode. Right. The End of the World was scheduled as part of the second production block, along with The Quiet Dead. Camille Coduri's scene as Jackie Tyler was shot in advance during the first production block because she was about to be unavailable working on the film The Business. The scene was shot at the Unit Q2 warehouse in Newport on September 7, 2004. The main recording for the episode began in the studio unit at Q2 from September 22nd. Many of the Platform 1 interiors were filmed at the Temple of Peace in Cardiff from October 6th to 14th. Sets were also built and painted to match the temple's marble interiors. During recording of The Unquiet Dead on October 20th, several pickup shots were recorded at Headland School in Penarth. The main recording on the block continued in Q2 on October 22nd. To help with the convenience of locations, the scenes where the Doctor and Rose on present-day Earth were shot during the third production block on November 9th. Filming took place at Hellman House on Churchill Way and on Queen Street. Several additional shots involving the Dugs were shot at Q2 on November 26. Due to complexities in animating Cassandra, some of her lines were dropped and the episode underran. To compensate, Davis came up with the character of maintenance worker Ruffalo. The scenes between Ruffalo and Rose were filmed at the Temple of Peace on February 19, 2005. Davies joked that there would never be an expensive episode again, because of the large amount of CGI special effects. Both Cassandra and the robotic spiders, other than an inactive one, are completely CGI creatures. The episode contains 203 visual effects shots that were completed over 8 weeks, compared to about 100 in the film Gladiator. As The Wedding of River's Song, no Doctor Who episode contains as many special effects shots. The Mox of Valhoon was originally going to be animated, but this was changed to a glove puppet, and then a full episode when it was desired he'd be chunkier. Actor Jimmy V had done similar parts before, although the actor said it was hard filming in the costume, which took 3 hours to put on. Ugh. Jade was originally more tree bark-like in the face, but it was decided that she'd be a silver birch instead. The iPod, a Wurlitzer jukebox, that Cassandra unveils plays Tainted Love by Soft Cell and later Toxic by Britney Spears. Toxic was not released as a 7-inch 45 RPM vinyl single. The producer team mocked up a 7-inch single for use in the episode. Interesting. Now finally, cast notes. Cassandra is a CGI creation voiced by actress Zoe Wanamaker, aka Madame Hooch from Harry Potter. Russell T Davies revealed that Cassandra was inspired by the appearance of various female celebrities at the Oscars. He said, quote, "It was horrific seeing those beautiful women reduced to sticks. Nicole Kidman struck me in particular." Wanamaker reprised the role of Cassandra in the 2006 series' first episode, New Earth. Yasmin Batterman later played Kathy Swanson in the Torchwood episode, They Keep Killing Susie. She has also appeared in several Doctor Who and Blake 7 audio plays for Big Finish Productions, played the Seventh Doctor's companion, Roz Forrester, among others. That's interesting. So I say this episode is pretty darn good, and it's kind of interesting it's just overall an interesting episode, so yeah. So overall I give The End of the World 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, tune in next week as we take a look at The Unquiet Dead. Ooh. So until then, this is Hoovy and Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! I'm a versatility of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.